Same starters, Trey, Cam, DeAndre Hunter, Jabari, and Alex Lane.
Is the plan to stay with this starting group for the foreseeable future? Like, obviously Kevin started last year, that's the obvious one, but is this the plan to stick with these guys?
The plan is to find a consistent rotation of guys. I think I talked about it probably a couple weeks ago. Injuries they change everything in terms of who should start and who plays well together and how to sub. And because Kevin is probably the main guy we're looking at, he was hurt to start and was on minute restrictions, and he's now slowly getting back into it. I think once we'll look at some of the numbers and look at how guys are performing, I'm not afraid to make any changes. I've talked about the 5-man and the competition there. Obviously, Alex has been a starter for us thus far, but we have a small sample of numbers and lineup analysis and seeing which guys play well with who and maybe need to make some tweaks or changes. So as of right now, it'll stay the same just from a consistency standpoint, but definitely, as a staff, we've had conversations about Kevin and about Alex and Bruno and Damian and guys like that. Obviously, Jabari's going to start with John being out. I personally, and I say it all the time with DeAndre Bembry, I personally love having him come off the bench, and it really never crosses my mind to start him, and he knows that, and I say it all the time to him because I think he brings us and provides the energy that I need when we sub. And there's just one spot I really hope I don't have to change, but I like the role that he's in, and I like having him come in and provide that energy.
Coach, you have any update on Alan Crabb? I know you guys sent him down to the Skyhawks.
Yeah, he practiced with the G League team at our facility yesterday by design, and it was really, he played with our coaches on Tuesday to get some contact, and that was a setup for him to practice yesterday with the G League team. Which is a setup for him to practice with us in Portland tomorrow. We're going to fly early and practice in Portland, and he'll be able to join. He's been with us, just not in any contact. And so the G League was kind of a prelude to everything that we have going forward. And assuming all goes well, he'll be able to join us at some point on the road trip. But it's contact and then more contact and conditioning, and then integrate them as soon as we can. Yeah, I don't know the technical and medical versions. He jumps in with our shoot arounds and movement stuff. Definitely not any contact. I think he played 3-on-3 one day. He hasn't progressed to the 5-on-5 yet, but that would be the next step for him.
Coach, you said the true test is the 82 games. With this 5-game road trip coming up, the rookie's first big lengthy road trip, how have you prepared them for this test?
I don't know if I have yet, honestly. I think the road trip itself is the test. The true test is the measure of getting better with each game, and being able to come back in the gym and put in work. But there's all kind of mini tests throughout the year. We had our first back-to-back, which we failed. This is going to be tough, not only because of the 5-game trip, but the quality of the opponent. And Phoenix is playing extremely well. Denver is. I have nightmares of our game last year in Denver. That was probably one of our worst losses. Portland is a tough place to play, and then you got LA back-to-back. So it's just and there's some good to it. Is knowing all of that, you go into it knowing our margin of error is very slim. We got quality opponents that we're playing, and we're playing in a tough atmosphere in every game, so there's no need to approach it the way we approached last game. We should be completely locked in and focused for what we're playing, but we'll know that in each game, and we'll be able to practice on this trip. We practice in Portland, and we will practice, and then we'll practice in Portland on Monday before we fly to Denver, and we will practice, and then we'll fly in Denver on Wednesday before we fly to Phoenix. So we'll have some opportunities to continue to work, but the opponents will really give us a test, especially for our young guys.
Sacramento gave you guys some trouble last year.
Some is an understatement.
What makes this a tough matchup?
De'Aaron Fox. You know, I don't even know what he scored. I just know his ability to get into the paint, his ability to play in transition is just, it's troublesome. And they have shooting everywhere. I just spoke to Dwayne Dedman, who we know very well, and he's the 5. I saw Bogdanovich and all of the FIBA stuff this year, and I thought he was Jordan over there. I mean, I think he was the MVP. If not, it's because they didn't win. But he was unbelievable the entire summer, and so I know what he's capable of doing. Buddy Hield is capable of going off at any moment. Harrison Barnes, who I have a lot of respect for, being with the FIBA team. They're playing him at the 3, and Velishka, who I saw with the Serbian team, they're playing him at the 4, and so I'm just looking at the roster, and any of those guys can get going, and they have a wealth of experience. But it starts with De'Aaron and his ability to just get into the paint. They've got shooters everywhere, and they played last year at a tremendous pace. I think they're still trying to get to that point, and the last couple games have shown that they're getting